Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited about the topic for today. I'm going to talk about how to overcome self-doubt. So if you haven't watched my first video on how self-doubt can be an enemy of progress, consider going and checking it out first before you watch this video. Or you can watch it after this video. You can relate the two videos and then you can have a way forward. So if you're new here, consider subscribing to this channel, like my videos, give it a thumbs up, and ask friends to subscribe and learn on how to improve yourself, or rather to become a person of effectiveness, or a person who really knows what they're doing in life. And so I'll just start off by saying that as we already talked about in the previous video, self-doubt is one of the things that really makes us not achieve our goals. And for us to achieve our goals, then we need to know, how can I be able to move from being self-doubtful or having those negative thoughts towards myself, and then become an overcomer, and then step by step start achieving the goals I desire in my life. So I have 5 tips to help us overcome self-doubt. I'll start with the first tip, which is to change your mindset. So there is a quote that is popular, and it says that people can never rise above the opinions of themselves. So you can really never rise above how you think about yourself. So the very first thing on overcoming self-doubt is to change your mindset. It's to start thinking in a winning attitude. Start seeing yourself achieving those goals you have set. It's like changing the paradigm of your mind. So the human mind, the way it is, or the human brain, it's so gullible, it's so plastic. You can shape your brain, you can shape how you reason, how you think. And this can be achieved by placing yourself in an environment of encouragement. So changing your mindset is one of the things which you can be able to do to overcome self-doubt. And on changing your mindset, the first thing you should do is start listening to things or videos, start listening to things that motivate you to walk in the positive direction towards your goals. So it really, you can never rise above how you think of yourself, and at times how you think of yourself is really shaped by your environment. So what you're thinking about, what you're constantly feeding your mind, is really going to inform how you feel about yourself or how you think about yourself. So if you want to change your mindset, you can start feeding your mind with positive thoughts, positive ideas, positive videos. Start learning the positivity, and that positive energy will translate to changing of your mind. And once your mind is changed, then the entire body does not have an option than to respond to it. So that is the first point. Consider changing your mindset. On to the second point is to have a clear vision of who you want to be. So this can, most people maybe feel like this is a cliche, motivational speakers speak about, but really it helps to see yourself in what do you want to be, what's the end game, what's your vision, because all of this you want to do is to get to somewhere. So if you haven't identified what you want to be, then it's really going to be so hard for you to move in that direction. So you have to decide to set a vision for yourself. You could say, I want to become a big person, like I want to be an influencer, I want to be the best engineer, I want to invent something, I want to do. It has to be something solid, something you see yourself doing, something you feel like if you are in that position, you will be very happy, you will be satisfied, you will have really actualized yourself. Then that is your vision. Just write it down. And once you have that clear vision of where you are going, then start working backwards, writing steps. If I want to be on TV, what are the things I need to do? I need to go maybe study journalism. I need to start doing research on how you get to TV. So everything else will align towards that vision. So many people live mindlessly, like as if life is is an accident. You just wake up and do things randomly. Things are just really literally happening to you. But if you have a vision, a clear vision will tell you what to do and where not to do. For instance, if I can give you an example, if I want to go to maybe a town like Kisumu in Kenya, I really know that if I am headed towards Mombasa Road, I'm not going to get to Kisumu at long last. So the right path will be to head down the direction of going to my destination. So once you identify your vision will align everything else. If you want to become an entrepreneur, then you know that if at this time I'm employed, and I want the end game to be, I want to be a rich businessman, a rich businesswoman, then you will know that the steps I need to take is to start saving up some money, to start identifying ideas for my business, because that is the end game. That is your end game. That is who you want others to see. That is who you really want to be. So you identify your vision and do search in deep within yourself and ensure that that vision is aligning with who you truly are. And my third point is you have to be willing to put in the work. So truly, to achieve anything in life, it's not by accident. You have to be willing to sweat. You have to be willing to put in the required work. So you have to tell your mind that this is not going to be easy. This is going to be a bit of work, but where we are heading to is the best. So you have to show that willingness to put in the work that is required to achieve that goal. And another point is overcoming fear. We all have weaknesses. We all have things in our lives which don't look so good. And maybe we are tempted to feel like maybe if I show up, people will think in a certain way, or you're afraid. You're so afraid for people who really even don't know your purpose in life. The people are not interested on what you become or who you are. You are the only person who is interested of who you are. You really know what you want to become. You are like the author of your own life. So overcoming fear is by knowing I am insufficient, but I can do this. I am insufficient in this and this way, but I can start the process now. I can start by one step today. I can start by moving one brick today. Tomorrow I'll get better at it. So the life you want is going to be designed by the steps you take, because achieving goals is not a destination, as I have learned from my experience and from my research. So it's really a progress. It's a path. It's a progress in which if I cast one stone today, if today I am doing one additional act towards achieving my goals, then I know continuously I'm going to achieve this goal at the end of it. And then the other thing that you need, the fifth and the last point to note on this, is to become grateful. This is a point where you reach in your life, you sit down with yourself and you write down, what do you appreciate about yourself? Maybe I thank myself about how confident I am, or because I have been able to achieve some this and that before. I was able to finish my college. There are things you can be grateful about in life. You can be grateful for the resources you have at your disposal. You can be grateful for so many things. And when you list out the things you're grateful for, then you eliminate the self-doubts, because you will see times in which in your life you have done accomplishments. You have some small wins you have had before, or even big wins. So being grateful will also propel you towards achieving your goals. And so just to conclude all this, these are things that the 5 points I've given you. If you choose to walk down the path of improving yourself, or becoming a better you, or giving towards society and giving yourself to life, really, you have to be intentional. You have to be intentional about life. You have to decide to work on yourself. You literally have to change your entire mind and say, this is what I want, and then you work relentlessly in pursuit of what you want in life. So until next time, bye bye.